Hello everyone, in this video I'll be taking you through how to merge a CSV file with a shapefile on R and then producing a map out of the from the merged dataset. So the first thing you need to do is to install these packages if you've not done that. To learn how to install packages in R, you can look at my previous videos on dealing with that subject, but for now I've installed all these packages on my computer set, so I don't need to install them again. The only thing I need to do is to call them from my library. So I will just highlight these and just press enter, and then it kind of, it's already been called. And all this read har is already it's always on every har package, so you don't need to install these packages there. Just call it from your har library. This is the CSV file I want to merge with my shapefile. So it contains the HCI of the states in the US, the Human Development Index, and these are US states. So this is my CSV file. I want to merge this file with a US shapefile. And then I have to import my US state. So this is my US shapefile by state. So you need to use the function read ggmap to this is the shapefile. Remember, you must have set your working directory to where you have these files on your computer. This is my year. You can see this is my working directory. So if I call the polygon, I use my read ggr function, and then it's called my shapefile is titled as states. There should be states boundaries there, and then read that. You can see it's already up there. Let me plot it and see what it looks like. So here we go. The problem with this is that this US shapefile contains other locations that the US also governs, but I'm only interested in the contiguous US states, which is just this area here. So I will simply these are the numbers of the rows I want to take away from that particular shapefile. They are like the Alaska, the Hawaii, the Guam, the Puerto Rico. I want to take them away, so I indicate them as rows to remove, and then I remove them from my polygon, and then let me plot the polygon again to say yes, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, so this is what I'm looking for here. You can see it now. So this is the contiguous US states. And the next thing now is to merge my polygon, that's the shapefile, with the CSV file I've imported, which is HDI, and I have to merge them by a common title, in this case name. This name appears as a column name in Polygon as well as a column name in my CSV file. So you must make sure that you have a common column which you can use to merge the two, and that common column must contain similar entries. In this case, these are the names of the states. So if I merge it with the join, so I generated another data set called join, and now I want to make that join tidy in terms of, because if we look at it, it's still in spatial polygons data frame. I want to make it a tidy data frame, and you can see now, so this is the shape data frame. The data set is now in the tabular form, the tidy tabular form, which I can now use to do some kind of manipulations. I want to generate in this join data set, I want to generate another variable called ID, which will have the row names, which will be the row names for the join. So if I do that and then I join this previous tidy data set with the new data set I've generated, the join, and I use the add. So you pick the data, you're only interested in the data in this join data set. So, and then you left join it. You left join it so that it comes to the shape DF. You do that. So basically your data set is now ready. You've now gotten, if you go to your shape DF, you now have everything it takes. You've successfully merged the CSV file. So this is a CSV file with the HTML as well as the shape file. So these are all the information in your shape file from this particular column So this particular column, longitude and latitude, contains everything in your shapefile. Now they have been merged into it, and everything has been presented in a tabular form, which you cannot use to plot your graph or your map. And for me, if I want to plot my map, I normally like to indicate where my the extent of my axis, the extent of the limit of my axis. So I pick it from the minimum of the value I want to plot. So in this case, I say start equal to the minimum of remember the value I want to plot. I want to plot the HDI value on the map of the US on the shapefile. So so the minimum of HDI as well as I end where the maximum of the HDI ends. So if I do that, I get this, and then you could also normally select my colors, and this is a function brewer.pal that you get from this library, this package. So I select my colors, and I want it to split around nine boundaries. And the color range should be oranges. Of course, you could change these to reds, blues. You can look up at this function and see other colors that you can play around with. But for now, I want to go with oranges. And here we go. So I've done that. Now, this is the whole code for plotting my map. Now, this is the shapefile that contains the meshed CSV and the shapefile, the dataset that contains the meshed CSV and the shapefile. And this is the aesthetics. I want you to plot along the latitude and the latitude. So this X and Y must be, your longitude and your latitude, whatever it is. If you look at here, it's my longitude and my latitude. And then the group must be equal to group, because you want all the everything to be grouped together by the region that it has been grouped in. So this is the main important thing here. Your field is the value you want to plot on the map, and in this case is my HDI. If you go back here to this my HDI, I want these values to be plotted along the states. And all these other ones are things you can just play around with. You can change the color to black, and all these. So this color here, the color for my map will follow whatever I have provided here, and then the limits will be the start and the end that I've also provided in there. So this is also where I have no NA, maybe where any of the rows is any of the states. I don't have any data for any of the states. They need to come out as transparent. That means there will be no color shading there. And every other thing is just, so this field is what you want to name the legend. The legend with it could be percentage, depending on the unit of HDI. I just decided to write HDI that you could put percentage, centimeter, or whatever, kilogram, whatever you feel the unit of your legend should be. And this is the title, USD HDI by state. This is the legend position. It should be in the bottom, and yeah, so everything is just basically pretty much standard practice. So just look at it and see how you can play around with it. But if I run this, and please make sure that everything is complete, you are joining everything together with the plus sign, so that it goes smoothly and nicely. Yeah, so that's done now. Let's see what our plot looks like. So I plot my M1. You can see it's already here. So it's a large ggplot. So I plot M1. Let's see what we got here. And this is it. So let me zoom it out. So here we go. Yeah. So this is the map. You could see from these are from the legend goes from 4 to 6, and you could see how states that have lower HDIs are light orange, and the dark oranges are those with HDI. So that's all for now. You could play around with this. You could reverse this legend and swap the sides of the legends, so that 6 is on the other side and 4 is on the other side, and you can play around with all of this. But basically, this is how to merge your CSV file with a shapefile to be able to produce a map from the values, produce a map of the CSV of the shapefile based on values from your CSV file. I hope you've been able to benefit from this video. Please strike the subscribe button and like and comment and share. For now, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.